Playing Red Dead Revolver as a kid, I've had this small fascination with westerns, and thanks to their portrayal in media, from the old spaghetti westerns of yesteryear to the post-apocalyptic futures of Fallout, my fascination has grown into a full-on adoration for the genre. So this time, to honor that little western itch for freedom and money, I decided to shell out $600 on a custom BB gun. But I guess I'll start from the top. I recently moved to a bigger place and was finally able to set up my workshop in the garage, which by proxy meant I was able to fulfill my kid-long dream of having BB guns. So I went on a BB gun buying frenzy. Lever actions, Mausers, revolvers, shooting range, the whole 9 yards, all within the confines of a 3-yard garage. I don't actually know if it's 3 yards, but it rhymes better that way. So yeah, after that frenzy, my BB gun phase was coming to an end. But not before one final buy. I stumbled onto PyramydAir, which at the time was advertising customizable revolvers. Now, I'm not much of a gun nut, but I'm a total sucker for big irons of the Old West, so I couldn't pass it up. I designed my dream revolver, which came out to around $300 and a few dollars more, but then I realized my dream wasn't lavish enough. So I added a twin revolver with a different hilt, which in total came out to a fistful of $600. Those are my puns. Now, because these are customized variants of the retail version, the wait time of these guys was extremely long. So to put things into perspective, this was early 2020, so I was still somewhat in shape. The first revolver to arrive was the wood grip, and she was everything I could have hoped for. Slick, sturdy, and extremely pretty, I was a happy camper. Now, to compare, here's another base model, which was 2 inches too small and not quite as dark. Then, genre adjacent, we have our Mauser pistol, which might be my favorite gun since watching The Great Silence. Top western, if I do say so myself, and I do. Now to get this thing to fire, we're going to load her up with some CO2, which goes directly into the grip, so just open her up, load her in, and she's ready to purr. Now shooting wise, we're actually going to wait for the twin, which took about a month longer to arrive, but eventually did.
Oh yeah, so I totally just started doing this without talking. I was like saying everything in my mind. Dude, oh shit, that's ordered. This came unexpectedly. This was supposed to come on Wednesday, but it decided to come today. I don't mind though. But realistically, it's actually already late since it was supposed to come around this time, or actually before the other gun. But, oh fuck, I'm sick, and I'm staying home not doing nothing. So this is a good thing. I'm glad. I got something to do. Let's see. Let me get behind the camera so I can show you. Oh baby, and that's a beauty.
Little did I know, I was gonna eat my own words. Of course, the moment we've all been waiting for, the twins side by side. Now design-wise, they're both exactly the same, aside from the grips, one wood, one ivory. And yeah, it's pretty cliche, but they look really good. They complemented each other so much so that I quickly forgot about the $600 hole burning in my wallet. Unfortunately, the reality of it all was about to come crashing down. As I started to run my initial CO2 test, I came to the realization that my gun was busted. Not in any visual way, but from the inside. Hey, kinda like me. My dumb dog brain managed to realize the new gun was significantly quieter, along with a hissing sound, which can only mean one thing.
It has a leak. Okay, so it's been a few days. I've had some opportunity to test it out and everything. The hissing stopped like soon after, but after running a test and putting two new CO2 cartridges inside both of these and shooting them, it's really apparent that this one is utter shit, and this one's a cool cat. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I mean. First off is gonna be the, I guess, okay, we'll do faulty first. Show you guys what I mean, okay? First impressions, that wasn't so bad, right? Okay, next up is our regular one, our original, our first. So we're at objectively the same distance. Ready? I'm barely aiming here. So I'm literally just shooting like anywhere on the boar's body, and they're going down. You know, they're not standing a fucking shot. These pieces of shit, on the other hand, couldn't take any of them out except one, I think, at the end. So yeah, it's really apparent that it's a no-go for me.
1 weak shot and a small hiss was all I needed to confirm my suspicion. We have a leak. Now, despite coming to terms that buying two $300 customized BB guns was a bad idea, I can't deny the fact that the twins look extremely good next to each other. So here are some appreciation shots doing just that, appreciating how aesthetically pleasing a piece of iron can be. But let's snap back to reality, because I proceeded to write a strongly worded email explaining my disappointment. They asked me to check for CO2 buildup, which it's a brand new gun, but sure, whatever. I told them it got worse, so they told me to send it back for a replacement. Now, during that time, which I spent with my wooden gripped iron, I realized I don't really need so many revolvers. If you ever dual wielded, then the harsh reality is that hitting anything with your offhand is next to improbable, if not impossible. There's no real use for twins. So it was time to make a choice. I had to get rid of one. Now, the easiest thing to do would have been to cancel the replacement and ask for a refund. But I didn't do that and opted out for the harder thing and sold the wood grip gun on eBay for a little bit over $300 and a few dollars more. Overall, it was a good idea. Now, if I'm honest, this important decision very much came down to the fact that it looked a lot like the Lucky Gun from Fallout, which I very much dig. The wait for the replacement was twice as long, and frankly, by the time it arrived, my BB gun phase was kinda over. But after going back on PyramydAir while trying to record some footage, I noticed they no longer offer the custom airgun service, so my single twin might be one of the most unique pellet revolvers out there,
one of a pair, only two in the whole world,
which makes it that much more special and makes me like it that much more.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this overproduced mess, especially if you made it this far. That's as long as I can do that for. Make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite Western is, what your favorite Western gun is. Personally, the Mauser, like I said. And one more special thanks before I go to everybody who keeps coming back and watching despite my content being objectively not good. I appreciate you guys the most. So, with that, I'll catch you on the next one.